Hello, comrades! Welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. My name, of course, is Open Potato. That's right, so here we are, pictured right over the top of the Potatograd Industrial Estate. And can I just say, straight away, I am immensely happy with how this area looks. I mean, it just looks the business. It looks absolutely incredible, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I mean, you know, the fact that we've got a power station as well, that's an added bonus. That's pretty brilliant. The fact that we've got a massive steel mill that is consistently churning out a ridiculously large amount of steel, keeping our economy afloat, it's very nice indeed. So, just to appraise you of the situation, we've skipped forward a little bit in time. That was primarily so a couple more bits and bobs could be done on the road over here. Also, I should just briefly mention, I built sort of a skeletal structure so that fire trucks can reach these oil rigs just around the place. I also built a fire station, and I built a house where I'm occasionally going to employ a couple of people to fight fires, because whilst the video game was running, this oil rig caught fire, and so I thought, you know what, hey, I'm not doing anything else, I'll just build out the structure a little bit. So hopefully you'll forgive me for doing a little bit of stuff off camera, but other than that, nothing interesting happened. Nothing interesting happened at all, but that's okay. That is okay, because today is the day where we are going to shift into the next gear, so to speak, and oh boy, it's going to be brilliant. So, the first thing that you got to note is that we have actually completely finished. We've completely finished all of the stuff that we possibly can finish in the coal ore processing plant. We still don't have manufacturing capability for the mechanical components, so we are going to fund that out of our own pocket. We're going to buy those parts in, and we're going to get that built right now. And as soon as we are done with that, then we should see everything complete. And we will now be able to process double, that's right, double the coal that we were able to process before. We're just waiting for another train to arrive, and then we will be good. I actually think that in terms of, like, coal capacity, at the moment, we seem to be transporting enough coal ore to the industrial area over here in Potatograd. So at the moment, I think that we can rest easy that that's fine. Anyway, that was one of the things that we're going to do. We'll probably, over the course of this episode as well, I imagine, finish off this thingamabobber, this ore processing plant as well. If we get this one done as well, that'd be pretty fantastic, to be honest, because coal is still, you know, it's still heavily in demand at the steel mill. We're still running out of coal. So until the point where, you know, coal is keeping pace with the amount of iron that we have in the import section of the steel mill, I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy with that. Anyway, turning to the focus of this episode. The focus of this episode is going to be rails. Now, we've had a few problems with rails. But for the moment, everything seems to be going just fine with the rails. So, you know, touch wood, don't jinx it. You know, none of that nonsense. We're gonna steer well clear of the main rails. What I want to do is start construction properly on the tunnels. Now, for some reason, they're reporting as Road 326 and Road 327, but don't let that deceive you. They are in fact rail tunnels, and we will be starting construction very soon indeed. So we're gonna get this all equipped. One of the things that I did want to do before we start work on that is I wanted to thank everyone for their feedback on the fact that I had a tower crane. Now, I experimented with a truck and a tower crane combo, and it is possible. However, the vast majority of everyone in the comments decided, or should I say, suggested that I build or I buy a road crane, which was a category that I was almost completely unaware of even existing. So I think this road crane should theoretically be able to just drive on the road by yourself. I do indeed believe. I don't know under what conditions a road crane will be able to operate, but we'll buy that one, and I guess we could buy another one. We could buy this one. Sure, we buy 2 road cranes. We'll see if they get any use. They do indeed get some use. Okay, that is brilliant. We've got 2 road cranes that are out on the job. I suspect over the course of time, we might try and acquire some more road cranes if indeed they turn out to be pretty darn useful. So it looks like that road crane is heading over here, which is brilliant. And I do think that it just reduces, or at least speeds up the pace at which the work is actually completed. So we'll watch that happen, and then we'll turn our focus to rails. Look at that. Double coal ore processing plants are in operation, which is brilliant. Okay, so we've actually got 2 road cranes heading to the same location, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's see what happens. So we're just past the 800 workday mark, and we've got 2 cranes that are on site now. And it doesn't seem like it's going much faster, although the number of workers that we do have on the site did indeed just reduce down a little bit. Okay, look, I'm sure it's making a difference. I'm just not entirely sure what the difference that it's making actually is. They're just extended and flapping around in the breeze. I like that. How wonderful. Okay, I mean, that does seem to be a fairly significant... Yeah, okay, that is a fairly significant speed increase. Yeah. Okay, wow, look at those work days. They're just falling away. That is brilliant. I mean, it isn't 2 times speed. However, I still think that is a fairly substantial improvement. Okay, wonderful. Well, that's just grand. We'll leave that. We'll probably be producing... I mean, we'll probably be producing from 3 ore processing plants by the end of this episode. So that's wonderful. We are now doing fantastically in terms of coal. All of our workers have kind of been absorbed by these plants and building these plants, but now we're probably going to return. Yeah, so 93 workers are going to come and work in the steel mill. So that's brilliant. Okay, let's turn our focus to the rail construction office and getting this all set up for now. So what I probably should have done a little while ago is set up this to be gravelified. I guess it could be asphaltified. Is that a word? Is that actually a word? Asphaltified? Sounds a little bit dodgy. However, it's actually not. It's actually not. Asphalt and ified. I don't know. Is there a technical term for that in the English language? Well, there may well be. Also, I made a little bit of money. We may have to take out a loan over the course of this episode, but that's not a problem. That's fine. Okay, let's finish out you. I think, yeah, so you're missing resources for the small aggregate storage, so we're going to have to buy all of these extra resources in because we do not have any mechanical components, which is probably something that we're going to want to get sorted. Not necessarily fairly soon, but we do want to get it sorted because otherwise we ain't going to be able to do it. Ooh, yeah, how do we link this up actually? Can we link this up via a road, or do we just have to build this by using rubles? I guess we kind of have to use it to build it using rubles, but that's totally fine. Okay, cool. Let's get a forklift garage set up over here. Brilliant. And can you be built? Yeah, you can be built. You can be built by hand. That's not a problem. I mean, as you can probably tell by the fact that I'm still allowing stuff to be built at home, I'm kind of okay at the pace that this develops because it's going to take us a little while to get everything set up to be properly delivered to the medium storage. So we're gonna go and do that right now. Okay, so firstly we need to get a power thingy over here. We should probably just set up a brand new power infrastructure. It doesn't need to be that large though, does it? In fact, maybe we don't even technically need power. No, we do actually. Tell a lie, we do, because we've got an engine transfer in the middle here. Yeah, let's stick it down. Stick it down there. There we go. Perfect. Set that up. Does that... Well, that'll have to be built by hand, by us. And then the rest of the stuff can probably just be assembled. Yeah, it's just roads and stuff like that. So that's cool. This is ripe for the medium voltage switching. That's right, that is a technical term. And again, that is going to have to be built by us. But the road can be assembled in, you know, in the video game's own time, as far as I'm concerned. There's no real rush to have the roads. And, you know, if there is a fire and I need to build it quickly, I can just go and, you know, build it, splash a little cash on it, get that all sorted. But, you know, there's no real need to have roads up and running. To, you know, these random bits of power infrastructure here, there, and everywhere. Let's get that built as well. I mean, we are actually not doing too badly for money. Also, what I should probably do is I should appraise you of the financial situation. So, our financial situation in terms of the loans. So, we currently owe just over 1.6. Just over, well, just under 1.6 on that loan. Just over 1.6 million rubles on this loan. The percentage interest rate is different. And that presumably is because the more interest loans I take out, the more loans I take out, the higher the interest rate. I don't know if that'll be the same for dollars. Presumably it will be. I don't really feel the need to do that. I don't want to take out any more loans quite yet, although I highly suspect that I will end up needing to take out a couple of loans. But that's okay, because everything that we are investing in is having an impact. It's good. You know? Oh, look at this. Look at this. We are making steel. Oh, look at how much steel we've got in the open storage. I'm going to actually limit the amount. Yeah, I'm actually going to limit the amount of steel in the open storage. Yeah, see if that makes a difference. Will that make a difference? Not really. Because we have a problem where the trucks decide to then drive around. Just forever. Okay, well, you know what? Uncap that amount. No, do not empty the whole storage. Just unlimit the amount. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, obviously, I'm kind of in favor of just sticking the excess steel on the train in order to get shipped off, but that's totally fine. Also, a couple of people did indeed say, you observed correctly that this bridge, which is very difficult to see from this angle, I apologize. This bridge, the great bridge of the middle of nowhere, will in fact block my access to the western border in order to sell my goods. To be honest, if I ever want to sell any goods, I probably will not be... If I ever want to sell any goods to the west, I probably won't be selling them via boats, because that's probably just going to take too long a time. What I will probably do is just be moving them to the border down here, down in the bottom sort of right-hand corner of the map. What is that? Southwest? Southeast. That's it. Southeast. The southeast point. If we travel over here, yeah, so you can see that there is a station. There's a station right over here, which is actually already connected up to rail and road as well, actually. So that's probably going to be the point where we evacuate the goods from, if indeed we need to start, you know, trading with the West. We don't really need to start trading with the West. We're, you know, we're in an okay position at the moment where I think we're using rubles for pretty much everything that matters. But there you go. Anyway, how much steel do we have on this boat? 289,000 rubles worth, which is brilliant. That's really, really good. Anyway, let's go back to what we were actually doing. Yeah, so this area over here. Man, we are actually building stuff really, really quite fast. That's quite good. That's really rather nice. When is this road going to be done? Because I would really like this road to be done as quickly as we possibly can, please. Because over the course of the last episode, I don't exactly know when it happened. However, all of the trucks that are now traveling from Kolgradsky over to Potatograd, primarily food trucks and refrigeration trucks, etc., clothes trucks as well. Yep, all this stuff. They're now taking the superhighway. They're now taking the lovely paved superhighway that we ended up building. So I mean, look, you can't complain. It looks flippin' lovely. I'm very happy with that. How much coal have we got? Yeah, so we're actually running out of coal. That is novel. That is novel. I think we might even need to get a little bit more just coal production in general. Maybe even another coal mine. Wow, we are actually building so much steel. I tell you what, turning this coal ore processing plant on has made a tremendous difference. We are actually making a ridiculous amount of steel. Yeah, it's very, very good. Very, very good. Okay, yeah, very, very happy with that. Okay, so that's all linked up. That's in the process of being manufactured. That's brilliant. Okay, I just need to stop chatting and start doing, frankly, is what I need to do. Right. Do we want to take out a loan? I don't really want to take out a loan, although I think we will need to. Yeah, let's take out a loan. Okay, let's take out a loan. Let's take out another 5-year loan. I'm just gonna keep note, by the way, of the interest rate. If the interest rate is gonna change on the dollar loan. So it's 4.7 for the rubles, 5.8 for the dollars. Take out that third loan. It's now up to 6. It's now up to 6% on the dollars. So obviously, it still makes more financial sense for us to continue to take out loans in rubles. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Anyway, yeah. So pretty happy with how that turned out. I think I probably want to try and buy like more road cranes. I'm a huge convert. Before we go anywhere, let's build some road cranes. There we go. Get that built. And that road can be built by hand. To be honest, this could have been built. Yeah, continue construction. Sure. Get that built, and you know what, just build that so we can build. You know what, screw it. Just build the construction office. I want to buy road cranes. I'm very, very keen to buy road cranes. Right. So does it really matter what we buy? Just, you know, buy a selection. There we go. So we've got lots and lots of lovely different road cranes. Increase the range to 3,000 meters. And what do you know? We should start to see a couple of factories be assigned to... A couple of projects be assigned to this construction office. He says, optimistically. There we go. Okay. Some road cranes are going to be deployed. Brilliant. Okay, so that's good. That's really, really nice. That road is coming along nicely. Brilliant. Okay, let's talk about rails and connecting rails up. So, we are going to want to get a vehicle or mechanism purchased with rubles. Does it matter which bit of machinery we get? I mean, we could buy the most expensive bit of machinery. However, let's start with the cheapest, because that is very much up my street. Although we will definitely be buying more units. Okay, we've got power, no workers, no fuel for track construction train sets. Yeah, so we will need to set up the auto purchase of fuel, which is, I guess, it's still, you know, it's still a temporary thing. Ooh, interesting. The auto search can travel up to 4,500 meters on this, which will take in the entire length of the tunnel, but not the other side of the tunnel, unfortunately. So we won't be able to build this bit by hand, but that's okay. That's fine. We can always assign it manually. That's totally fine. That's not a big deal at all. Okay, so that road is good. I would like to just link up. At the moment, I would like to link up a wooden railway. There we go. It works like an absolute charm. Right, I would like to link up a wooden railway over here, and then that into there. Yep, so let's get that built just using cash, and then that should link up the section of track that I want to be built by the train. And then we need to get all of the different resources delivered to the storage area. So I think we're going to need absolutely every resource, right? So boards, bricks, steel, gravel, and prefab panels. And yeah, okay. Well, you know what? Let's start with gravel. Let's start with gravel, shall we? Also, I need to probably do it over here. In fact, we've already got a truck that is entirely qualified to take gravel. Okay, so first things first, I want you to drop off your gravel over here. Unload. Brilliant. And then I'd like you to go back over to the gravel zone. The gravel zone. I mean, that sounds much more exciting than it actually is. Right. Wait until unloaded. Brilliant. This is a T148 dumper. Let me get a couple more dumpers, shall we? Let's get like 2 more. 2 more, and we will copy your marching orders. Brilliant. Okay, everyone dispatched. First stop is unreachable. Yeah, that's because the road ain't finished. I did indeed forget about that, but that's fine. Don't concern yourself with the mere details, folks. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. It will be finished presumably pretty quickly. Oh, there's 2 bits of road. Okay, so there's 2, in fact, 3 bits of road that we need to wait until that's done. We're almost done with this bit of road. That's cool. The only problem with building stuff, you know, by using local resources is the length of time that it takes. Everything else is totally great about it. I guess that's the massive downside, right? Oh, look, it's gonna be so great once we get this bit of highway finished. Man, I really like the system that we've got. In fact, I love Potatograd. What can I say? I absolutely adore Potatograd. It looks brilliant. Oh my goodness, look at how fast this thing is shooting up. We got 2 cranes on site. We're doing the steel framing at the moment. That's brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. And then we're almost done with the initial bit of road over here. We are, in fact, done with the initial bit of road over here. You know what? Let's just buy this. Just, you know, maybe I'm just going to spend a little bit too much cash, but that's fine. Right. Get that started. Get that started. Get that one started. Get that one started as well. All right, brilliant. Then what I'm going to go and do is I want to buy a bus. Now, how many people do we need to work on this train? Not many. I was saying I was going to go and get a bus, but I actually think that we're probably going to need, you know, roughly like 82 passengers, and we've already got a bus that's sitting in the depot that's ready to take 82 passengers. Don't know why I just added that same stop over again, but that's fine. Yeah, that's cool. I'll dispatch you when we actually want to start work, but there's no real priority to get that started right now. Let me build that by just splashing a little bit of cash. That can be built. That can be built in due course. That little bit of tiny little bit of road that links up to the conveyor engine transfer. There's no real need to deal with that. I'm going to limit the amount of things that can be transported into this open storage, and then we are going to slowly but surely try and make sure that we've got all of the resources that we could possibly need stored in this warehouse. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so let's think about this. Let me leave that down there so we can have a little look at what we actually need. Can I? No, you can only buy trolley buses at the trolley bus depot. Kind of figures. It's kind of in the name, but that's okay. Right, we got that open. Brilliant. Let's buy some trucks. I think we want to try and we'll get 3. We'll get 3 trucks of every resource that we need. So I need some, in the first instance, open hull trucks, and we're going to try and get the biggest open hull trucks that we possibly can. I think that's the Kaz. It's not. It's the SKD something, something, something. 2, 3. Okay. And you guys are going to have the job of going here. Right? Load 100% of anything. Then going here. Unload 100% of anything. Now, these trucks can also take prefab panels and bricks, right? Yeah, you can... Yeah, you can... Oh, so... Yeah, so steel, prefab panels, bricks, and boards. You know what I'm going to go and do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy a couple more of these things. Maybe this is just a... Maybe this is a bad idea. What I was going to say is that we could just get them to go on like a round trip, i.e. So, from the steel pickup point over to the storage. And then out to the board storage point, and then back to the storage. And then to the prefab panel point, and back to the storage. However, if I end up doing that... then we kind of have a bit of a problem where we could have... you know, 10 trucks with a, you know, boatload of steel sitting on their backs. And that's not really what I want to do. So, you know what? Let's just play it safe. Let's keep one truck doing all the deliveries for now. So we'll start all those guys off. We'll buy one more open hull. SKD something, 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 something. It's good value, actually, for money, that is. That's really good. And bricks as well. Where is the bricks? Bricks there. Right over to there. Cool. And start you off. That is fantastic. So, we should have, slowly but surely, we should have all of the resources sort of filtering into the open storage here. I mean, wood, we don't want to store any wood, so that's fine. We can just keep 217 tons of steel, etc. All of that prefab panels, all of those other figures. I'm not going to read them all out because that's lame. But yeah, so that's all in progress now, and all that we need to sort after that is probably just workers. Yeah, I think so. Do I want to buy some more? Okay, I'm gonna buy 4. I'm gonna buy 4 of those things. I'm gonna buy 4 of those things for the MUV 69s. I don't like how we've got 4 of the same type. I kind of want to, you know, switch it up a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit more colorful. However, that's not my primary concern. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? The construction office finished one of the biggest, most key roads in all of Potatograd. So we've now got an uninterrupted highway for a good amount of distance. Actually, that's pretty darn nice. That's pretty darn nice. I like that a lot. You know what else we should do? You know what else we should absolutely do? We should plan for another big old highway. So we should just get this zoned in here. There we go. Connect that up. Connect that up there. Perfect. Yes. The reason... Crossing what? Crossing what? What am I crossing here? The reason that I want it to be a brand new road is so that we don't interrupt any of our current traffic. But basically, with a brand new highway... There we go. Wonderful. A brand new highway to connect these last sort of final bits up. There we go. And out this way. And link up over there. Okay, cool. I like that a lot. We're not going to pay a penny for that, which is brilliant. It's not going to interrupt any of our current services. So every single road that currently exists should not be impacted. Let's also connect that up with Asphalt Road as well. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? Let's do that. Okay, so are we starting to see any resources coming into the open storage over here? No, we are not. Also, these trucks are completely without gravel, which makes me think that we don't have any gravel in storage. We don't, although there is a gravel train that just arrived. You know what we need to do? I actually think that we probably want to get ourselves a secondary gravel train. Now, if you'll recall in the last episode, I did indeed go through the... motions of increasing our gravel capacity, our gravel production capacity. Not even necessarily capacity, it was just the gravel transport capacity, really. We've only got 1 gravel train at the moment. Yeah, so let me get that gravel train. Just open the window, and then we can get this gravel train created from nothingness. Brilliant. And we'll copy you, paste you, and tell you to start. Brilliant. And you can go to here, and we can pick up some more gravel, and that will help us make everything better, because even though we don't need more gravel at this very moment in time, we definitely seem to be needing gravel a lot more than I originally anticipated. So if we get that all sorted, then that would be you know, that's just something else that we don't have to worry about. And also, you know, we've got, you know, millions and millions of dollars, which is, or millions and millions and millions of rubles, which is nice. Maybe the capacity is something we need to worry about, but that's fine. Anyway, finances. Let's have a little look at the finances. Foreign manpower. Does it show my debt repayments, by the way, anywhere here? Foreign manpower, presumably, is the number of people that I have... Oh, that I've, it's work days that I've bought people in for on constructions. So where does it show? Where does it show? I don't know if it shows anywhere. Also, we are making a good amount of power. I tell you what I should start to do. I should start the construction of this. I mean, we do need a lot of mechanical components and a lot of electrical components, but there's no reason not to just start now, right? Yeah, absolutely. Let's get cracking on that. Get cracking on that. Also, we're now completely out of coal. Everything fine over here, chaps? Everything's seemingly fine on the coal front. Yep, everything fine on the railways. That's good. And we've got 2 trains. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. We've got 2 trains that are currently waiting for coal, but that's fine. We do, in fact, have rather a lot of coal production. Any coal mine? I think I'll increase that a little bit. Yeah, so up to about a 40-60 ratio. Yeah, something like that. And that will just mean that we've got a few more people going into the coal mine, which is pretty imperative, really. Although in saying that, it's also pretty imperative that we get the iron out of the ground as well. Are we managing to ship everyone up the mountain? Looks like it. Looks like it. Okay, maybe we just need some more workers over here. It does say that there are currently a number of people without a job, but that's fine, I guess. I think we can just about live with that. Kindergartens are a little bit stuffed, but that's fine. Also, we've got a hospital over here, so I'm not entirely sure why people are complaining. Probably because there are no doctors, but that's okay. Alright, so Kolgradsky's actually looking not too bad. Looks like, yep, we have pretty much rectified the food issue that we had. Solved it in a little bit of a janky way, but it ended up working out, which is nice. So you've still got 5 tons of food in the trailer. That's a little bit wasteful. I mean, you did travel halfway across the map and just didn't deliver anything. But you know what? It's okay. I can accept that. That's not a problem. Ooh, look. We are starting to get resources moved into the open storage. So, what is that? We've got some boards. We've got some prefab panels. And we're about to see some bricks move in here, which is rather nice. That's good stuff. Get that unloaded. Brilliant. Okay, and then steel presumably is... Yep, steel is just around the corner as well. Well, that's fantastic. I mean, we are going to be working on this gravel moving for a heck of a long time. But that's okay. Right, I actually think that we're ready to go. I think we're ready to start, constructing. Oh, no. Why are we waiting here? We're waiting for gravel, are we? There's this massive long queue because because we're waiting for gravel to be delivered, and presumably gravel can only be delivered by these trucks, presumably. Yeah. Are you going to be able to overtake and get to the front? No, you're just going to get stuck in here. Right. Okay, I'm going to take the rather extraordinary step of building that by hand so that we can actually see some progress here. Because otherwise that would be pretty horrific. Pretty horrific to deal with that. Don't want to deal with that at all. Anyway, what I was going to go and do is activate the bus. So, how many employees, how many workers do we have waiting at the bus stop? 13, 14, 16. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad at all. So about 30, 40, brilliant. And all of these dudes and dudettes are going to go and work on the railway, which is just what I like to see. And we are now officially making progress on this brand new highway. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Man, we are at a level where we are building stuff with, I mean, rapid speed. Rapid speed, I tell you. Absolutely rapid speed. Also, we are completely done. We are completely done the coal processing plant. The third coal ore processing plant. Even though it's coal ore processing plant number 2. Yeah, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Okay, so it's now, this area now requires 45 workers as opposed to the original 15. So that will have a knock-on effect with slightly fewer people working in the steel mill. However, I mean, that's a price that I'm willing to pay. It still seems like coal is our bottleneck, even though, I mean, there's so much. There is so much that we can improve. But it is still our bottleneck. It is still our bottleneck. Okay, that's fine. Also, what I'm going to do over here is delete this road. Delete that road, and then we are going to build a prefab bridge across the divide. I'm going to try and build a prefab bridge, and I kind of want to make it not look garbage. Ideally, we'd be able to just travel straight. Infrastructure below, infrastructure below. Yeah, I mean, ideally, we're able just to make this bridge go in a direction that's not completely horrific, and therefore we can take advantage of the fact that you know, the trucks will travel straight across. Let me see if it's even going to be possible. Tell you what, that's not a million miles away from being bad. Okay, I'm going to try something here. So what I'm going to do is build the section of road that I want. Right? So build that, or delete it, right? And then, is it easier for prefab or concrete? It's probably easier for us to do concrete, actually. And then build that. Angle of connection is too sharp. Infrastructure below. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Okay, so this bridge, again, I think is going to make a pretty big difference. Pretty big difference to the way that things are done. It's going to be big, but at the same time, it doesn't need to necessarily be small. It can be as big as it needs to be, because frankly, I mean, when it comes to local resources, we have an unlimited amount of money. Crossing not allowed. That's cool. Let's just lower that down to the normal size. Yeah, I think that's actually not too bad. So we'll end up making sure that not only are we going to save time on the travel as opposed to going around this ridiculous corner, we're also going to make sure that there is no bottleneck at the track, which I think is really rather important. Okay, let's start the construction of that, which is brilliant. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We are accumulating steel. We are accumulating prefab panels. We're accumulating bricks. We're accumulating boards. Man, that's fantastic. Are our trains actually getting to work? Doesn't look like they are. Can I assign... Road connection doesn't exist. I mean... Road connection doesn't exist? Okay, well, I mean, it's not a road connection, right? It's not a road connection. I mean, it does seem to have plumbed in for one of them. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to demolish both of these because I just want to make sure that they are absolutely properly connected. And then we'll rezone them out. I know roughly where the bridge goes. Yes, build railway tunnel. That's the one. And let's travel all the way down here. I mean, I tell you what, this is going to be a massive time saver. I mean, this is just going to be brilliant. Okay, that's looking good. And that would cost me a million rubles. So that is straight up unaffordable. Given that we're going to have to build a second tunnel as well. Oh, goodness gracious me. The game is lagging so hard. Right, so that is going to cost 2.3 million rubles in total. So a fairly large number of rubles. Okay, construction office not assigned. Brilliant. Oh, I tell you what, the entire reason why this wouldn't work is because of the signals. That's why. Do I have to put down chain signals? If I put down that, and then I put down that, and then that, will that work? And then assign a new one. There we go. It works. Okay, so that's road 565 and 566. We are still missing steel and bricks, but that's absolutely fine. The reason why we are missing steel and bricks is because we have yet to buy forklifts. We'll buy 4 of those. Manage forklifts. Load and unload, and then they can just get to it as and when they see fit. I probably should specify, though, that I want you to load up and unload at the rail construction office. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know exactly what these guys are going to take from where. So we could end up in a situation where they aren't managing to take the resources that they need to be taking, but that's fine. Okay, cool. So you are going to be dispatched to where you need to go, which is brilliant. And we're still missing bricks, but that's fine. So will the train be dispatched even without workers? I suspect that when the workers are delivered, they will automatically teleport to the train. Ah, here comes our worker bus right now. Speak of the devil. So yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, so they get funneled directly into the rail machine, which is brilliant, and that's the secondary rail machine as well that's going to be dispatched. Let's have a look. So you're going to wait over there. Brilliant. That works perfectly. That works absolutely perfectly. And you're going to start automatically laying stuff. I mean, I highly suspect that this is going to take a fairly considerable length of time. Also, at this rate, we are going to need way more bricks. I think it's bricks. I think it's far and away, actually, bricks that are required. Yeah, okay, so it's bricks that are required. That's cool, because that informs... What the heck is this? This is a little seldom occurring issue that is going to occur more and more because we've now got a secondary gravel train. Let me deal with this by simply doing that. Yep. And then we will sort that out later. To be honest, I should probably just switch the directionality of these tracks so that we don't have them constantly crossing over at, like, the most important area of the map. But at the end of the day, that will be a bit of a pain to do, and I don't really want to do it. Anyway, we'll do it later, is what I'm saying. Now, I would like vehicles with this building in the route plan. What are you guys doing? Oh, these are the forklifts. What am I talking about? Yeah. I need... Not the one with steel, not the one with prefab panels, not the one with boards, but the one with bricks. Brilliant. Okay. We've got the truck that has a bunch of bricks in the route plan. Let's pop across to the road vehicles depot, and then let's buy a bunch of open hull trucks. The SKD 706 something. Let's buy 6 of them. And let's copy the existing brick route plan. Copy the existing brick route plan onto all of these guys. Brilliant. You're going, you go. Okay. Brilliant. So we should have a lot more bricks being delivered to where they need to be. I.e. in that storage, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, this needs to be turned into a bridge as well. We can't have all of these trucks waiting over here. Also, speaking of, how are we doing? Oh my goodness, we're a quarter of the way through the coal power plant already? What the heck is happening here? Oh, it's because hundreds and hundreds of workers are being drafted in to build it. I guess that's okay. I guess that explains why that's happening. I mean, that's really quite brilliant, though. Well, I'm super chuffed with that. Has that had a knock-on effect with the steel production? Not really, to be honest. We're still doing completely fine in terms of steel production. Still moving a good amount to where it needs to be moved to. Yes, so the thing that I was going to change was... I mean, firstly, this rail doesn't really need to be here anymore. So this can be removed. Yeah. I say that it can be removed. It can't be removed. That was a pretty big error on my part. I thought we were already connected up. at the back end over here. Okay, let me just immediately undo that, reconnect that right there. I mean, I don't know why I'm making it expensive railway. It can just be single railway. That's fine. Yeah, so, whoops, my bad. Let's put that back in place. Yeah. So, we will create this, we will modify the one-way system and make this a little bit better. But for now, I think we'll just leave it as is. Yeah, we'll leave it like this. We'll leave it like this. We'll leave it to have a little crossover point. That's totally fine. Yeah, that's cool. So I think I think basically we're prioritizing the construction of the power plant because it's the biggest thing. I'm not prioritizing it, but the video game is prioritizing it. And to be honest, I frankly don't have an issue with that. I mean, it's pretty important. I say it's pretty important. It's a money maker. It's a money maker if I ever saw one. It really is. Okay, how are we doing coal-wise? Yeah, okay, we're gonna get another load of coal to come in right now. Brilliant, 950 tons of storage over here. Yeah, we just need more. We need more coal. We need more coal. That is frightfully accurate. I have spotted a problem, Governor. I've spotted a problem. Okay, you need to go the other direction, my dude. Yeah, just go in here for now. I'll fix this up in just a second. Don't worry about it. No! No. You sneaked. You went super fast. You sneaked past. Okay, hold on. Let me try that again. Right, so you're gonna get confused. I want you to turn around, go in the other direction. Zip forward. Yeah, turn around. Zip up there. Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay, remove that signal. Okay, you just despawned. Fine. Totally fine by my books. Okay, if we're gonna need to build another track. Oh, okay. And okay, it's a head-on-head collision. Brilliant. I love it. Right, we'll need to build a secondary track. Which is totally fine. And we'll just make it a regular track with crossover. Yep. And yep, just like that. That's fine. It's gonna cost me 9 grand. I think we can just about afford that. How much progress are we making on this front? I mean, it does seem like this is going to be a very, 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 very long-term project. But it seems like everything is being met. Every demand is being met. Apart from perhaps workers. And the reason why we don't have enough workers is because presumably all of the workers are being moved onto the coal power plant construction site. We're about to have a 3rd crane over here. That's pretty neat. Seems that the construction, it seems like the road cranes are primarily for use during the steel framing phase, which I am totally okay with. Yeah, no workers. What is the way that we get around this workers' dearth? I mean, look, we've got 2 workers that are going to be delivered to the area. 2 workers. I mean, we cannot sustain things with a workforce like that. Also, yeah, unable to get food. Ooh, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, we need to increase our town a little bit. We need to increase the size of our town a little bit. Because this is a big old problem. Yeah, so let's ditch this road. Ditch that road right there. Yeah, fantastic. And create a walkway over here. Cool. Do that. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. And will that allow people to get food from the... Yeah, brilliant. People are now able to get food, which is fantastic. And then we will rehire a bunch of people to live in that flat, which is grand. This area, I've already noted that I'm keeping reserved. However, is there another area of the city that could perhaps benefit from some more flats? I guess this area probably would benefit from flats. Let me take this road out and instead see if we can try and tidy it up a little bit. Yep. And we'll take this back. Link that up over there. Link that up over there. Link that up over there. Start construction of that. It doesn't need to be built by us. Access for fire engines might become a little bit of an issue, but That's okay. Can this building access... Yes, this building can absolutely access all of the services that need to be accessed by it. Fantastic. And what we should do is add on some prefab flats over here. Can I maybe tighten that up a little bit more? Yeah, I should probably put one over here. Yeah, I think that'll be absolutely fine and dandy. I do that. Yeah, and then I do this over here. The whole reason that I'm trying to do this in this weird sort of like fan shape is that that will allow me to hopefully behind here squeeze in a road, he says optimistically. Nope. Maybe that is a step too far. But basically, I don't think we're going to be able to assign a construction office unless it's got road access. Maybe, just maybe, the paths are going to be able to supply the access that we need. I guess we can test that, right? Right, so if I build these paths by spending a little bit of money... Okay, yeah, it turns out that paths are totally able to supply access, so we don't need to worry about that. What I do need to worry about... Oh yeah, here comes a truck. What I do need to worry about is making sure that we have too many people working on the construction site. So let's leave that down at like 5 people. 5 people, 5 people, 5 people. Sure. I also don't know if I employed citizens, so I guess that will remain to be seen, whether we see a huge chunk of our change come out of our pocket. But for now, I'm pretty happy with that extra housing over there. It's in fairly close proximity to the kindergarten as well, which is a really, really highly limiting factor that I will never understand. I'll never understand why everyone wants to have a baby here. Never understand it. A lot of babies to be had, that's for sure. Also, how are we doing at the technical college? We ain't doing too bad. We actually finished chemicals. Wow, that's pretty good. Should we start work on engineering? Yeah, let's start work on engineering. Let's reduce the number of professors that are working on the actual research, because I prioritize teaching, as you know. Okay, that's not too bad. How are we doing financially? We ain't doing too bad at all. We ain't doing too bad at all. Last month, we did indeed lose money, but I mean, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. 6,000 rubles in food. Rather a lot in fuel, which is what kind of makes me a little bit irritated. I'd much prefer that construction of the big old bridge. How are we doing with it? We're actually not doing too bad. We have 197 tons of concrete on the site, and now we just need a bunch more gravel in order to finish the groundworks. So that's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad at all. Yeah, concrete is transported via mixer, and gravel is via truck. Why is it taking such a long time? Oh, it's because all of the dumpers are currently occupied with this stretch of road. I see what the issue is here. We don't have enough trucks. We don't have enough trucks to go around. What is this? Potato-grad coal ore processing plant? You can't destroy the OG coal ore processing plant. That's just simply unacceptable. That's no good. Oh my goodness, look at the speed that this thing is being put up. What the heck is this? We've got loads of workers queuing up to get in here as well. Why on earth is this being built so fast? I don't get it. I'm happy about it, but I don't get it. I say I'm happy about it. I am happy about it. I'm also deeply unhappy about it, because it means that nothing else is getting the workers or resources that it needs. But that is looking not too bad. Yep, making good progress on that. 48 workers here. That's brilliant. So what resources is it taking out? Can I see what resources it's taking out? I mean, that looks like chunks of gravel, really? But I don't know. And we are making horrifically slow progress on this. I mean, is there any way to accelerate this progress further? Further or faster? I mean, maybe if I sell this train. What if I was to buy a better mechanism? I didn't mean to do that, but I was trying to have a little look at it to see what the features were. But I've just bought a really stupidly expensive mechanism right now. So what's the advantage of this one? What is the advantage of both of these? I don't actually know. 25 workers. 25 workers can be carried out on each of those trains over there. Brilliant, we extinguished the fire. That's cool. So as soon as you're back on your return journey, I'm going to sell you. There you go, sell you. And now, how many workers can be put to work? How many workers can be put to work over here? Presumably the capacity is higher. The number of resources that it can chug to... Yeah, okay, so the number of workers that it can have on the site at the same time and the number of resources that it can take out is much improved. Well, that's brilliant. Resources to finish the current phase of laying bricks. So we just need bricks. Okay, well, you know what? I think we should probably sell off this as well. If I don't want this construction to take forever, I should probably just bite the bullet and get this done. It is a little bit expensive. It's a little bit pricey, but it'll be worth it. Does mean that we only need 80 workers as well, as opposed to needing however many we needed before. But again, doesn't particularly matter. Looks like everything is fine. And slowly but surely we're getting there. I mean, this is, you know, this is something that I'm hoping can just sort of rumble on in the background. We're not going to see the efficiency bonuses, the efficiency savings that I was talking about. I mean, we do effectively cut off this entire corner. I don't want to say that it'll quite halve the journey, but it must get close, actually. It must get pretty flippin' close. And it's good that we're doing it. It's absolutely the right thing that we're doing. And once we've got that set up, we can basically start building track wherever we want to, which is really rather cool. Gravel train, the new gravel train that we got is looking pretty darn nice. Also, the reason, by the way, I should point out that our finances are in such a prickly position at the moment is mostly because we haven't had a big old boat of steel leave for a long time. I mean, this train is almost full. It's about 150 tons away from full. And this boat has already got 730 tons of steel on it. So as soon as we see that boat leave, we're gonna be multi-millionaires, multi-billionaires again. 63 workers. 63 workers to come and work on this steel mill. Not really the numbers that I was looking for, to be honest. However, the fact that we've managed to build this coal power plant at such speed is just blowing my flipping mind. It's actually bonkers. It's actually bonkers. I mean, we do need a heck of a lot of concrete, but, I mean, you know, we're making concrete at a fair pace as well. We got plenty of gravel. That's nice. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. The only thing that potentially worries me now, the only thing that potentially worries me is my current loans. That interest rate is starting to creep up. The amount of payments that we're making towards these loans, a little bit concerning. Little bit concerning. I mean, we could return a bunch of money. We haven't delayed any payments yet, which is good. I'm just a little nervous. I mean, you know, debt is such a scary thing. Such a scary thing. Also, steel production. We need more steel production. We just desperately need more steel production. And I don't know how we get more steel production. Do I reduce the number of workers on site? I think I reduced the number of workers on site. The fact that we've got 300 workers here is highly problematic, because it means that all of the resource, all of the manpower resource that I'm talking about, that currently should be devoted to making steel, which is a key ingredient in the power station recipe, everyone seems to be working on the power station instead of working in the steel mill, which ain't so hot. Ain't so hot at all. But no matter, we can deal with that. almost done with this highway. Wonderful. We now have an even quicker way to get to the center of town, which is brilliant. What can I say? I'm very chuffed with that. I'm very, very chuffed with that. My citizens have done a fantastic job of constructing stuff. All we need to do now, really, is to make sure... Yeah, so what is that? Resources needed to finish the current phase of tunneling. 2,232 tons of bricks. 74,000 work days. I just wonder if it is actually worth making a construction grad out here. I think that's probably what we're going to do in the next episode, right? We create a town right over here that we're able to draw people from. Also, I need to get some more trucks. I need to get more construction offices. That's something that I definitely want to do. Also, how are we doing over here? Not bad. I mean, we're making stuff at a really, really good pace. But I feel like we can get our production to the next level by building, I don't know, maybe double the current number of construction offices that we've got. We double the number of construction offices that we have. We create an area over here which we will call construction grad. I need terrain height from center. Yeah, we'll start flattening it out now, even though there is absolutely zero chance that we're going to do this over the course of this episode. But, you know, you get the picture, right? You know, we have a couple of hundred people here. In fact, maybe... I don't want to say this is going to be our largest town, because I absolutely want Potatograd to be, like, the capital. However, this could be like a suburb, right? A suburb of Potatograd that will be used exclusively to draw construction resource, i.e. we're going to draw all of our construction manpower from this town. And you know, obviously setting up a brand new town has got it's got a whole bunch of quirky little things that go along with it, i.e. we're going to need to set up all of the food delivery routes, we're going to need to set up pubs, you know, we're going to need to set up all of that, we're going to need to set up kindergartens, all that infrastructure. But at the end of the day, I mean, we're building stuff so fast at the moment, but we're building stuff super fast at the expense of other stuff not being built, i.e. all of the people that I talked about that should be working in the steel mill were actually working on building the power plant. And that's simply something that we just can't have. So, look, as a reminder for me in the next episode, we officially have declared this area to be construction grad. I tell you what, I could just name it. I could just name it right now. Yeah, let's flip and name it. Sure. That's right. Construction grad. There we go. Oh. Ooh. Construction. I need one more letter. Ooh, this is a problem. Constructin grad. There we go. Okay. Look, it's not a spelling error. It's a purposeful spelling error. Constructin grad. That's right. I mean, that's how names are created, right? I mean, somebody misspells something and, you know, suddenly you got a brand new word, a brand new name. It's literally as simple as that. Anyway, 100% of the time that we see trains go out, we should have all of the bricks that they need in order to travel out here. It's just the workers, and the workers are going to be supplied from the houses over here. We're going to also make sure that there's a bus stop in the very center of town. That is going to be the core of this town, Constructingrad. And, you know, I highly suspect that we're going to be able to build a lot of Constructingrad ourselves. But that's not a problem. You see, look at our coal export. Our coal, our properly refined coal cannot be exported anymore because we're just not turning enough of it into steel. How ridiculous is that? How unbelievably ridiculous is that? And it's because there are so many flipping people. Well, they're not on the power plant actually. Where are they? Are they over here? They're on construction sites. Oh, I tell you what, those road cranes, by the way, have made such a huge difference. What a ginormous difference. They really have. It's really been brilliant. Man, I love this. I love this place. This place is looking brilliant. Right, increase the number of workers that we can have over here. Increase the number of workers that we can have over here. Yeah, these road cranes have just, I mean, just really, really reduced the construction time for pretty much everything. In fact, we might even get these 3 flats done. These three, yeah, these prefab flats. I think all of the resources, bar a couple, are on the construction site. And this has literally shot up in the last, what, like 10 minutes maybe of this episode? I mean, these guys are just going, they're going gangbusters. They're going absolutely gangbusters. Yeah, we just need a little bit more steel, and then we're there. And, you know, steel, as I've already talked about relentlessly, steel is not being produced in the quantities that it once was because of power plant people. Man, oh man, oh man. Look at this. How much is this going to cost me to build? It's only going to cost me 82,000 rubles to build. I mean, this thing costs brand new. How much does this thing cost? This thing costs brand new 287,000 rubles. So we've knocked 200,000 rubles off the price just by waiting a little while. That's it. That's it. That's all we've done. We've just waited. We're waiting for a little bit of steel now, but I mean, I've moaned about steel production enough, haven't I? I'm just tremendously happy. Tremendously happy. How much would it cost for me to finish that out? It would cost me a little bit, but I'm not going to do that because, yeah, we've just received the last shipment of steel. And what do you know? What do you flippin' know? We're up and running. We are up and running. Are we importing people? Are people moving in? How do people move in? I want to know how this works. They seem to be automatically moving in. Do people like my country? I have absolutely no idea how we are ending up with people actually moving in. But I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a heck of a lot. I just want more road cranes now. I mean, that's fantastic. Have we got power? Yeah, we've got power. It's been supplied by the nearest substation. Brilliant. 129 workers, 130 workers. A couple of people without a job, a couple of people unable to get food. Let me just make sure that absolutely everything is accessible. It's not. It's not, for the simple reason that food is out of range. That is not something that I anticipated. I thought that it would be within walking distance. It must be just out with walking distance. Like, oh, it must be so close. I mean, what if I was to cut this corner off here? Yeah, what if I was to cut that corner off? Even just doing that, will that make a difference? Yeah, that straight up, that makes a huge difference. Yeah, so cutting that corner off right there is what matters. I should also probably do the same over here. So if I do that, then in all probability it'll have the same effect. It won't. It won't have the same effect. We still need more food. We still need some way to get food over there. 239. That's a bit of a bummer, actually. I mean, maybe if we just get rid of this sports field, this tennis playground. Yeah, ditch the tennis playground. I know that nobody has access to sport now. I appreciate that. However, I do kind of think that we need a proper public footpath. That is something that we are in absolutely dire need of. Right, build that. So is that improved walking time? Oh, come on, video game. You'll walk to the sports field over here, but you won't walk to the shop over yonder. Ooh, yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Okay, footpads. There's no way to make that just a tickle faster. What about now? It's just not gonna do it. It just doesn't want to do it. It just doesn't want to do it. Okay. I mean, is there anything more that I can realistically do in order to increase the walking distance? Just ever so slightly. I mean, obviously there is the opportunity for us to, you know, pick people up with trolley buses around town, you know, have a route around town, and that's probably something that we'll want to get done right now. But I was kind of hoping that we would just be able to make it work. Here we go. Try that. Oh, it's so close. It's so painfully close. What if? What if? What if? What if? What if? That's right. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Yeah, get that built. Right, does that work? Oh, no, it doesn't work. It doesn't want to work. It's literally meters. It's meters away. Yeah, so pretty much everyone is unable to get food. That's a bit of a bummer. That's a bit of a bummer, actually. And also, we destroyed a football field in order to make that the case. Okay, well, you know what we'll do? What we'll do is we will start planning for... We'll start planning for a supermarket to go down over here. Right. Yeah, so we're going to place down another big old supermarket. Or do I want it to be a big old supermarket? Kind of do want it to be a big old supermarket. However, I don't think it needs to be a big old supermarket. It can just be a small shopping center. Yeah, we can just plumb it in over here. And the work days that it's required to build, not that much. Build that, and what do you know? Presumably, yeah, you're unable to work. You're unable to walk to the shop either. Let me just go and build this shopping center because I do realize that it is kind of a priority that we have, you know, food set up. There we go. Build all that, and then build that as well. And there we go. We now have food over at the small shopping center. However, that has had a knock-on potential problem because we'll want to try and get food delivery over here as well to make sure that we're not spending a ridiculously large amount of money. Yes. Also, we're probably going to want to import a bunch of people. Pubs, alcohol. Is alcohol within walking distance? It is actually within walking distance. So that should be fine. We might need to get another alcohol house. Sport, yeah, sport is. I mean, it's a little bit of it's a bit of an issue for everyone, to be honest. We've not really provided anyone with sport or any sporting facilities. What about we just try and put some sporting facilities in places that are pretty useless, like here? Yeah. Ditch that there. Ditch that there. Get another one over here? No, however, if I ditch that road, which I literally just built, we can fit another sporting facility in here. And that's what it's all about, folks. That's what it's all about. Providing for every need of your citizens. I mean, look, there's nothing stopping me from going above and beyond for the good Soviet people of Potatograd. That's right. Absolutely committed. Absolutely 100% committed to them. Unless, of course, it requires me spending a lot of money. And then, you know what? Then we can talk about how committed I am to them. But for now, I'm pretty committed. Alright, so that goes in there. That goes in there. And that goes in there. Perfect. Get that all built. That built. That built. And that built. So that's, you know, it's not a huge increase in the sporting facilities. But, you know, it's something. There are a couple of mods, actually, that give, like swimming pools and gyms and stuff like that. You know, sports facilities that hold more than, like, 20 people at the same time. I mean, tennis playground holds 4 people. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculously useless. And so, therefore, it's probably maybe worth me looking at a couple of mods that improve the gym situation. Yeah, okay. We're going to need to get some more food trucks set up in order to deliver to the small shopping center. However, until this road is completely finished, we probably won't bother doing that because we're not going to be able to access the small shopping center anyway. We still need a little bit more steel in order to finish up the power plant construction, although I must say I am tremendously happy with how well that worked. Our trains are looking pretty darn good. How are we doing? How are we doing on the tunnel front? I mean, we're about 1% of the way through. To be honest, truth be told, That's kind of better progress than I was expecting, given how many workers we've devoted to the construction project, i.e. not very many. Most of the workers are currently involved in other stuff. But that's fine. You know, that's fine. A train delivery of steel has just been dispatched. That's lovely. Man, Potatograd is looking flippin' brilliant. The industrial plant is looking fantastic. I mean, we've got a lovely little design feature with these 3 houses going on. Didn't really work out. I tried to make it work. Didn't really work out as I intended, but that's fine. Wow. Holy cow. I'm incredibly happy with this. Next episode, Constructengrad. Not Constructiongrad, Constructengrad. That's right. Yeah, so please indeed join me then, ladies and gents. And also, if you're interested in helping out the channel, you know, check out the Patreon. Check out the Patreon page. The cool people listed on screen right now directly help make videos like this possible. So, thank you very much to all of them. Ladies and gents, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you next time, comrade. Bye.